Matt, cut that out of there.
3,
Edit.
2, 1.
Hey everybody, we're here at the Tonopah Liquor Company. We're the Whiskey 100 Club. Today we got something new for you. We are going to select a barrel from New Riff. They've sent us some selections to try, and we get to pick which barrel. We're going to have 66 bottles sent to us.
So we're celebrating the 115 years that this bar has been open. So to celebrate, we decided to pick a barrel for ourselves. We decided on New Riff because we enjoy New Riff, and we figured it's doing old things a new way is their motto. So I kind of like that because this bar has been around for 115 years. We've had to change with the times. We've added new things, and we really enjoy drinking here. So what we're going to do is we're going to try each. What they did is they sent us a selection from each barrel that we get to choose from. We will try each of the selections. We will vote. As long as we have a quorum, then that's the barrel we will select. If you come down to the Tonopah Liquor Company after we have the barrel, you will have some to try. And we're going to go right into our first whiskey. I'll give you. We don't know a lot of information because they want you to do it blind as possible. So
Dennis, did you tell me the number was like rows in the warehouse?
Yeah, from what I know. So I was wrong. The number itself is the row. The number in front of it is the year.
Oh, okay,
so 2017 is when it was, because everything's 4 years, just slightly over 4 years. And then this is the position in the row house. Now I don't know if they break it down any further than that. Like row 1 would be the first
looks
number.
like it was laid down on January 30th in 2017.
Yep. So, yep.
And also, I think we went with New Riff because we couldn't stop drinking it.
That was cool.
First
So
bottle we got.
if you don't notice, we have meetings, and the first time we had it, we killed the bottle.
Yeah.
We really did. And then I think it was Christmas, we got another one of theirs,
Yeah.
and we killed the bottle. So we figured this was a good one to get as our first barrel bought as a club. The club paid for it. I'm gonna go out and get it. That's what we're gonna do. So let's jump into the whiskey.
Yeah, not all the members are here today, but they entrusted us with the ability to pick a good whiskey.
And it's all single barrel. Single barrel, barrel strength.
It's high proof, I can tell you that.
Yeah, it burned my nose a little bit there. So in between takes, we will cleanse our palate. We may cut off the video so you don't see us going into detail talking, but we will let you know the verdict at the end. And basic notes on this one. What do you think?
I like the smell. You can smell the spice a bit. It smells sweet.
This one's got a good punch on the smell.
Yeah, the smells get you.
Good punch up front. Lots of caramel.
Lots of caramel.
Lots of caramel.
Almost something underneath it. Almost like a little something drier under the sweetness, like a tea or something.
So this one for me reminds me of the first time we did the single barrel. Their single barrel. It's nice, it's warming, it doesn't burn down my throat, it's not going down here, it's not like I'm drinking moonshine. But right here, it's really nice in the center of my throat.
Oh yeah,
It's really good. I'm a fan of that. It's a classic bourbon, but it doesn't kill you. A lot of barrel strengths
classic
hurt.
bourbon with a little more spice, a
Yeah.
little lingering spice on there.
But a lot of barrel strengths hurt when you drink them.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
they burn. There's some people like, oh, you got to water them down.
This one's actually quite smooth on the start. I think it's spicier towards the end.
Yeah.
And then fades away
I would
nicely.
say definitely a classic. Definitely a classic, but more caramel.
More
More caramel.
Caramel.
Burn. Definitely has the barrel in there at the I would say caramel up front. Nice, the barrel, and then it goes into the burn because I can't really describe what's on the burn. And I believe they are all bourbons, so 51% corn, and then whatever else they decide to put in it.
And then right there, towards the middle of the finish, gets nice and sweet on your tongue again too. And then the spice keeps rolling over that.
All right, we'll be right back with the second one. We're going to talk about this one for a little bit, but we're going to jump you guys into the future, so you don't have to listen to us ramble for the next 20 minutes about why we like that.
You can't tell me the deck is stacked.
Go for it.
All right, guys. So we tasted it. We compared our notes on number one, and before we go into number two, what did you like about number one?
I liked the caramel and the burn and then the really barrel finish on this one. It was kind of a punch in the face, but not a huge punch in the face. And like I said, it just warmed. It didn't burn all the way down, but you went in there, you knew you were drinking whiskey, and it wasn't bad. There's no bitterness, there was no barrel burn, there was no, I can't think of a bad thing.
My notes are pretty simple. Caramel, punch, spice.
There you go.
And I literally wrote down caramel and spice is nice. This one, like he was saying, right there at the beginning, smooth, and then the spice started punching up, but you still kept getting flashes of the sweetness as it was lingering and fading away. And so we all liked it. Obviously, we like them.
Yep.
And
It's
so now,
winning right now.
There you go.
Yeah. So we're gonna
Number
go
one
into,
out of one.
We're gonna go into number 2.
Alright, so this is also 2017, about 2.5 months younger? Older, I guess, aged
Younger.
older.
This one's older.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is that?
Because this is one that's
April
four.
4th, April
Yeah.
4th, 2017.
So yeah, we're gonna move into the next one,
this
and we'll
is
let you know.
Barrel 2075, or is that
2075.
Road
yeah.
2075.
Road
So-
2075.
Yeah, so this one was 659. So that's how far apart they were in the warehouse.
Mm.
And from what I understand, they try to get you a good mix in the warehouse. We were emailed notes. We haven't read the notes on them, but these were selected by different individuals. 3 different guys from New Riff selected it. They wrote what they thought about it, and then they sent us the bottles. Which
And if we ever broke into that warehouse, they'd catch us the next morning because there's
We'd be
been
drunk.
10 open
We would never
barrels
get
and we'd
out
just
of the
be
barrel.
wasted. Like
all right, so number 2.
Number 2,
Pink.
cheers.
A lot subtler on the smell.
Yeah, this,
Not as much burn. Definitely a lot less.
Maybe a little
on
fruit
the
in there.
shake. Yeah, I get a little fruit in there.
Yeah, a little something sweet, not caramel though.
Yeah.
a little tartness too.
Spinning it definitely kicked up the flavor, the
Yeah.
smell though. Now I got a little burn. This one like burned my nostrils. This one did too. So for the record,
Oh, there it
they
is.
all
Now
should be around 110 to 125 is what all the barrels should be, because that's what a barrel strength usually comes out to. Because it's a bourbon, it can't be put over
If
120.
you back out just a little bit from it, I've been getting like flashes of something floral or sweet.
Fruity. Looks like
Yeah.
is that a cherry?
Just not lingering long enough to really classify it.
He's right about something tart.
Yeah.
Well, I will tell you, couldn't smell it, but drinking it, I get a little butterscotch on there.
I mean, we're gonna have the same argument.
Yeah.
It's toffee.
Toffee butterscotch, and that's way smoother.
Uh,
Still get the little burn.
The mouth build is smoother on this one.
Yes.
It's just literally just.
This one's not as rough
comes
in the
in-
mouth, but this is definitely smoother. Lot less to take in.
It comes later. The spice comes later. The burn.
Yeah, at the back end there. Yeah.
And
This is a linger burn. This one doesn't. It's not a quick
well,
burn.
now I'm getting that butterscotch toffee on my tongue while it's lingering.
Yeah. This
That's
is more
really
of an
nice.
explosion. This is more of a burn. This is there. It hits you and it goes. This is just a nice slow
Slow burn.
burn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the more I sit here, the more it burns. And again, we'll be we're gonna talk about it some more. We'll jump you guys into the future for bottle number 3 or barrel selection number 3, sample 3. There you go. Sample number 3.
It almost feels like a liqueur.
Yeah.
It's got a different feel.
Yeah. I'd almost say that was citrus in there too.
Did you inhale it?
No. I took a big drink and all of a sudden it just sucked
Just
the water out
popped
of my mouth.
Yeah, it's definitely drier.
I'm drooling like a champ all of a sudden, just to put the water back in my mouth.
I will say this one's more subtle than the others. There's not a whole lot of pop to it, but I would almost say this has got a citrus to it. And if I had to compare it, it's not good, but what was that horrible Yukon Jack stuff we drank?
Oh, it
Yukon
was
Jack.
Yukon Jack.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was Yukon Jack. Yeah. Yukon Jack stuff that we drank, the Yukon Jack. But not when you first did it. It's like you drank the Yukon Jack and then you had water afterwards. What was left over after drinking that? That's such an orange punch in the face, right? This is like what's left over. It's subtle. To me, this is better. This is more of a linger
This
orange
is
rather than an
very
orange punch.
subtle. I mean,
Very subtle.
after the
I'd
other
almost
two-
be afraid to put water in this because I feel like it may draw out everything, but I don't think it's going to enhance anything that's in it. You're not going to get more cinnamon. You're not going to get more
It's so
flavor.
subtle, it might wash it out.
It's
yeah.
just going to draw. And then that's another thing too. It might be such a fine line that if you let it sit too long, now you water down your whiskey. That's one thing you got to do with the lighter ones.
There's got to be a
I
term
will
for
say-
adding water or putting it on ice and all of a sudden it washes out. There's got to be a term for that. Oh, I went too far.
Well, just having a sip of water, I'm gonna give it a shot because
You're going to throw some water in there?
yeah.
I'll do it too. Mine's almost gone.
And I don't like this for the tasting.
Yeah, you don't
Our
like adding water.
upstairs
I don't like-
neighbors,
yeah.
our dog hates
Yes.
them.
So so at the TLC, we have a B&B upstairs. So if you're in Tonopah, go ahead and book your rooms. Stay upstairs at the Harlot House is the name of it. There's people up there right now. And that's Presley, by the way. You'll see him in a couple of our videos. Exploring with Whiskey.
He's
The whiskey dog.
he's guarding us as we speak. From all those
See, I get more of the smoothness to it. I don't pick out more. But anyway, we are going to continue talking. We're going to jump you guys into the future where we will compare all three, and then we'll have a vote.
Okay.
And because like I said, we have a quorum, and we will. If there was two of us, it'd be hard if we picked everybody else. But there are three of us.
Then you'll have to fight it out.
Fight it out to the death. All right, we'll see you in a bit.
I'd bet on me. All right, we're back. We tasted a little bit more, compared and talked about it. And myself, I found this one to be a little downplayed. I added a little water, opened it up a bit, but it's smoother, not as much punch. But on the other hand, everything's kind of mellower, so it doesn't really kick or stand out all that much more.
Yeah. This one, I'm gonna go ahead and kick it out simply because it is super subtle, and the fact that it occurred to me we should try to add water to see if we can make it better.
Yeah.
So I will
So I'm
say,
kicking number 3 out.
I'll give it a good
I'm
bite
with you.
taste.
I'm gonna give it a goodbye taste. I'm with you. I feel like I had to add water.
Goodbye taste.
Or goodbye cheers. So
Goodbye cheers.
number 3 is gone.
3 is dead.
I feel like I had to add water.
Yeah.
And for a barrel selection, we don't want that. We want something you can drink any way necessary. Having to put water in it to make it taste better
Not what we're looking
is
for.
not what we're looking for as a group.
Yeah.
Not a bad whiskey. I would drink this, but as a group, we're trying to get it out to the masses.
And we're trying to sell it to people who come in the bars, so
Yes, to the masses is what we're going for here. I don't think it would work. It really goes to on the water, on the rocks. It really
you
leaves
really
that
don't want to
way.
tell your customer this is amazing whiskey.
But this is how you
can
have to
put it
drink
in
it.
water.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what we don't
Or
want.
add an ice cube or something. So not bad, but not going to be our favorite.
Eliminated. Number 3.
I'll
So
eliminate that sucker.
I'm gonna drink some more water.
Yep, pardon me while I rinse.
All right. So now we're gonna compare because 3's gone. We have all unanimous. 3's gone. We're gonna bounce between 1 and 2. So here we are.
She got it.
We were filming other videos, but when we did our selection for our barrel that we bought from New Riff, we did the tasting, selected. The video cut off and we didn't have the vote. So we're gonna reenact the vote for you now. Heather's a little buzzed and can't remember what she loved about it, but she voted for number 2. So what did you like about number 2?
I liked number 2 because it was smooth and sweet. 3, you had to add a little water to open
get
it
anything
up. 1, just it punched with that spice right there at the beginning, but then it just kind of died off for me. But 2 was smooth and sweet and good all the way through.
Okay. So is that what you're going with?
I remember that I liked 2. 3 I didn't want because you did have to do something.
You had to add water.
You had to
Yeah, so
modify
you had
flavor out
to
of it,
adulterate it to get anything out of it, so I didn't want that. 1 I think was a basic bourbon. The punch, the barrel, blah blah blah. And 2 had that linger,
The
a
complexity,
little different
the fruity
mouthfeel.
complexity.
Yes.
So I think that's what we all landed on. I voted for 1, they voted for 2. So the winner was number 2, and we have put in the order, and we actually have gone and picked it up since then, and we will give you a video on that in a little bit. But that's what it was. The outcome was number 2. I voted for 1. These guys voted for 2. That's what we went for. So that was that. So look for our video on our release.
On our new riff.
When we do the new riff. They did a really good job on it. The bottle is beautiful. They haven't seen it yet. I have seen it. But that's how that ended. So look for our next review video, and
Like, subscribe, ring the bell. Thank
be
you.
safe. You didn't talk? There had to be more boobies? Was that?
She was probably.
Oh,
earlier.
okay. 'Cause I thought that was the trade-off. No talking, we want titties.
Yeah, that's right.
You talk, you don't have to have titties.
But I
Right?
did talk, so there's one.
I got it all. I got a nice chest and I talk a lot.
Nipples are hard for days.
A lot.
These are all, this is all going in after the video.